Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? We have a card happening today. It is called UFC Vegas 64. Marina Rodriguez versus Amanda Lemos is the main event. We have Neil Magny versus Daniel Rodriguez in the co-main event. A couple of sprinkles of some decent things, but all in all, it's as my best friend AK likes to say, it's a card, and we'll see how it all plays out. But this is the People's Pre-Fight Show. I am Mike Heck. Joining me, my comrade, also wearing red, Mr. E. Casey Leydon. We did not plan this, by the way. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you're right. I called you up this morning, and I said, just wear your reddish shirt, and turns out I did the same thing. So if you're new to the People's Pre-Fight Show, this is yours, all yours. So ask your questions. We'll pull them up on the screen. We'll discuss until the first punches are thrown. I will say I might be a little distracted. I got sucked into this WWE Crown Jewel card, and now all of Logan Paul's social media buddies are in the ring getting beat up by the Usos. Yeah, I'm sure Jake Paul's about to come out. I got sucked in. The match has actually been really good. Now we're getting a bunch of caca, bunch of silliness, but it is what it is. Music's playing. Let's see.
Who's coming out?
Yeah, it's Jake Paul. Here he comes.
Does Jake Paul have a song?
Right.
Does he have Does he have a song?
He's got a song and a video, and he's pointing to the Usos, and he's marching to the ring. Yeah, we'll just pull up questions. Let's go.
Yes.
I'll fill you in on what's going on. Just like a Crown Jewel watch along.
Yeah, it's like watch along. I was about to say. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna throw them up there. Here we go.
Yep, throw them up. Yes, MMA.
There's also some other MMA kind of tonight on Fight TV. Fight Circus is tonight.
Yes.
So I think
that'll be the card of the weekend, my friend.
That will be the card.
So
yeah.
Watch that.
Some asymmetrical Siamese fighting and a lot of Indian leg wrestling, and I think Bob Sapp's on the card. So
I think there's like a Bob. Is Bob fighting? Is he actually fighting?
I saw a photo of him there. I don't know.
I think there's like a Bob Sapp special challenge match, but I don't know if he's actually
I don't think
competing.
he's actually fighting. You're right. I think he's there.
There's a Wheel of Violence.
Wheel of Violence?
A Wheel of Violence. 1, 2. Oh, Logan Paul almost beat Roman Reigns. Okay, we have a card with some fights. Yes, we do. Nam Kablam, we have a card with some fights. Listen, I looked at the comments of the preview show yesterday, and people were like, come on, Mike, be honest. This card stinks. All I said yesterday was, I didn't say this card was good. I said it was better than last week's, and it is. It's not saying much. That's like, I don't know like how to compare it. I mean, the Red Sox were awful. That's like saying the Red Sox were like the Cardinals are better than the Red Sox. Like they both, it doesn't mean someone's coming on. I don't even know who the hell that is, but all right. Let's get some fight questions. We can talk about other stuff besides this card, too. If you want.
I will say, of the 11 fights on this card, I have interest or marginal interest in 6 of the 11 fights. The other ones may be good. Or 6 of 11 fights, I'm like, I want to know who wins and how they win. But it is a card with fights.
It is 11 of them because we lost a fight today. Josh Parisian and Chase Sherman off the card.
Oh yeah, what was up with that? What happened? Was that did they weigh in yesterday and they just
Yeah, Parisian spent some time in the ER last night and this morning from all indications. He posted about it on social media and said he's not fighting, and then MMA Fighting subsequently confirmed with sources with knowledge of the situation. So that fight is off. Wouldn't be a Chase Sherman fight week unless something happens on fight week, and we'll see if he fights somebody else. Shocked on how Nate Maness can make 125. From the pics, he looked like Christian Bale from... So I think Roman Reigns is about to win. 2, 3, thank God. Okay, it's over. Yeah, he looks pretty rough. There's a picture floating around of him stepping on a scale that he posted to social media. Let me pull it up right now because I believe it was in the
Here,
170s.
yeah, he said
I don't think it's true.
No, he said it. He wrote following that. It's like, guys, it was a clear troll. I thought that was pretty obvious.
All right, good. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, it was like 176.5 or something. It was something crazy, but yeah. Yeah, he looked rough, but he made it. He made it. There's 4 fighters that didn't make it, and he was not one of them.
5'10" and 125 pounds. Good Lord.
Yeah, he looked rough.
Wow. All right. I'll be really interested. If he wins, it'll be fun to find out what his weight was for the actual fight. What, man? That's kind of crazy. He cut down. I mean, it was only off. He was doing what? He was on a 4-fight winning streak, 3-fight winning streak in the UFC at 35. He lost to a very good opponent his last fight against Mr. Umar Nurmagomedov, and I'm really surprised he went down. There didn't seem to be a need to, but I don't know.
And this seems like just an awful opponent to face after such a big weight cut like that, because Tagir is just going to take him down, or at least try to, over and over and over again. I mean, props to Manus for taking these really tough fights, because this is not an easy fight at all. So we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll stun us and just knock him out in the first, but don't see it happening. But he looked pretty rough. We'll see how he performs. Maybe he stuns us all. Casey, is there anywhere we could see your fight?
Yeah, go on YouTube and put my name in, and I think I posted it onto my personal YouTube page, so the broadcast version is there, and also if you go to the MMA Fightings page and just put my name in there, I guess the all the behind the scenes stuff should be in there too. So yeah, it's all on the YouTubes. Thanks for asking.
Yep.
Hope you enjoy it.
30-24, baby.
I'm looking at you, Fight Circus. Give me a call.
That'd be so amazing.
I've never been to Thailand. Ooh,
let's get you on this Ryzen card.
So not wrong one. Here we go, dude.
We both.
Hey, I don't want to get too much on the air, but I was making attempts to get on that Ryzen card. Don't worry. There were attempts made.
Attempts were made, or attempts are being made?
A little of both.
Are we still? Is the door shut and locked, or
no, not shut and locked. It's closing, but it's not locked.
All right. Hey, listen, that'd be pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Will you both be watching Fight Circus tonight? What style of fight are you looking forward to most? Bank and no money fighting John Nutt is the main event. So, I mean, like I said, anytime a wheel is involved, it automatically makes it better. So the Wheel of Violence, I don't even know who's fighting in the Wheel of Violence, but wheels always make combat sports better. So I'll go with that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it all. I'm just excited about it. And it's not going to be on Camp Soda. Apparently it's going to be on Fight TV, so it won't be 30,000 random pop-ups and using your incognito window to watch the fight. So we're good.
Yeah, I will try to watch it. I'm gonna give it the old college try.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up the full. Is Fear the worst nickname on the card? That's a great question.
When we say it like that, but it rolls right into her last name. It is not the worst nickname on the card. Okay.
But there are certain fighters that just don't need them. And your name is Miranda Maverick. That is a badass name.
She has a cool name. Right. That's a cool name. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need one. You don't need a nickname.
Yeah. Does Marina Rodriguez does the main event have any nicknames?
I'm not sure.
No, there's no nickname for Marina Rodriguez. And does Amanda Lemos have a nickname? Oh yes. Well, apparently.
Jake Hadley is White Kong. Carlos Candelaria is the Cannon. That makes sense. Munoz is Kid Kavenbo. I'm just looking through all these nicknames right now. Palmyros is Sholinians. Does Junior Fry have a nickname? No. Pollyanna Viana is Dama de Ferro. I don't know. I'll keep searching, but it might be. Mario Batista, no nickname. Benito Lopez, the Golden Boy. I don't hate that one. Yeah, it probably is that one, but she doesn't need a nickname to begin with.
Yeah, she's What's the best nickname? The Watts Riot. What is the best one? Let's focus on the positive. All right. Have we seen pictures of Shayna Young yet? Has she posted anything?
I don't think so. She just posted a picture of her
Young.
hair. Let me see if she posted anything on IG. I don't think she is bald, but she just cut off.
No. She just cut the long. She just has probably a bob now.
I wonder if she took a little selfie. Yep, she still has long hair. There's a video of her getting her hair cut. That's insane.
If you look back on the MMA YouTube page, there's a video of maybe about had it happened like 5-6 years ago. Esther and I were working in an Invicta event, and Esther actually cut the hair of one of the fighters who she couldn't make weight, and Esther cut her hair. And there's a video of it. She cut a lot more often. Shayna Young. Esther is also she does voiceover. She's a photographer, and she's a hairstylist. Right before fights, so it's been done.
Yes, I was the first UFC event I ever covered as a member of the media. Shane Burgos cut off his
little
ponytail or his little man bun in the middle of the fight. I'm looking at the Fight Circus card. We have domestic pancrase, living room MMA. We have a boardroom brawl.
The living room MMA sounds awesome. I read about that. Yeah.
Couples therapy, Siamese twins kickboxing. An upstairs downstairs fight where only legs and only arms. Indian leg wrestling. We have a Lethway grudge match. The Wheel of Violence. The Bob Sapp challenge. I'm not sure what that is, or maybe the Wheel of Violence is the Bob Sapp challenge. For the Fight Circus Championship, I didn't even know there was a Fight Circus Championship. And then the main event is the 2-versus-1 MMA symmetrical John Nutt versus Bank and No Money. It's got to be the most fun of the whole weekend.
Yeah. All those sound fun to participate in, except Lethway. Lethway scares the crap out of me. It just freaks me out. Like, oh my god, I cannot imagine having to defend headbutts. I don't know. That is wild.
Living room MMA just sounds so much fun. That would be awesome,
dude. You don't even know, Mr. Sandane. That is like the dream. Yeah, that is the dream.
Get you on that Ryzen versus Bellator card. That's the one? That's the one we're going with? That's what we're trying for? All right.
Calls were made.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. If they want the best coverage possible, get Casey on that card. I'll tell you that right now. Should be Miranda Maverick.
Let's go. Miranda the Maverick.
I'm in on that. It's better than Fear, though.
Yeah.
The Mongolian Murderer is the greatest nickname ever, period.
Is he? Is that on this card? That guy's not Mongolian, right? No, the Chinese fighter in the card. This is Wolverine. No, but yeah, there is a Mongolian Murderer. Yeah.
I forget who that is. Well, I should know this. Is it Arichi Lang? Yeah, it is. It is. Jinyu French Fry. Are we just making up nicknames? That's not a nickname.
It's one of those cards.
this is
All right.
Excellent run, Chang. 10-8. What fight that's happening before the end?
I think. End of the year.
Are you end of the year? Are you most looking forward to?
I'm assuming. I guess it's up to.
Or it's what? Yeah, we'll go with that.
End of the day, end of the year. Let's go into the year.
I'm so interested in the main event of 281. Adesanya and Pereira. That's got to be the one for me.
Really?
There's a lot of things I like. I just got like dirt in my. I don't know why. Digging up my yard all day. Yeah, it's definitely that one. I mean, Chandler Poirier, I'm interested in. I just think that's gonna be fun. And probably Yuri Glover 2 is probably, those are probably like the top 2 that I'm super interested in. But yeah, Adesanya Pereira, easy number 1.
Interesting. I'm actually, I know I'm a weirdo for this one. I'm actually looking more forward to Wei Li versus Carla, just because I actually think Wei Li is overall the best. Even though I know she's 0-2 against Rose, I think she's actually overall the best strawweight in the division, and I know I want to see Wei Li as the kind of the queen again. I want to see what she can do with her second run at it, and I think this is gonna be such a, oh man, like what's the, you know, the odds on that fight right now, off chance? Wei Li's got to be
John Carla. Carla's a
just
massive underdog.
She's got to be one of
I'll
the
pull it
biggest
up right now.
underdogs as a champ in a while.
Zhang Wei Li minus 340. Carla Esparza plus 280. I actually thought it'd be wider than that, if we're being honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the fight. I mean, I want to see, of course, I want to see Izzy and Alex Pereira a lot. I'm pretty confident Izzy's going to win that fight, so. But I'm also super confident Wei Li's going to win. I just want to see Wei Li as kind of with the belt around her again to kind of give her a second run at it. Izzy, Alex. I think I'm more looking forward to Yuri Glover too, just because the first fight was so good. I'm just kind of interested. I think Yuri's going to be more dominant this time, but could be wrong too. Who knows? But I just really look forward to the fight. But honestly, the fight I'm looking most forward to is the very last fight of the year, which will be McKee versus Satoshi Souza in Japan. I just love that fight. I love that fight. I think both guys are super. Actually, I don't know how good McKee is at 55. I think Souza is incredibly underrated, and that's more just because he fights in Japan. We just don't know about him over here. It's not because like American fans don't care. It's just hard to find out about him. But
he's in the MMA fight. He's tied for 15 on the MMA fighting global rankings with Grant Dawson, who's fighting today. I love that fight. I'll throw out another Bellator one that I really like, but no one's talking about it with all this, Josh Thompson madness. Like, here's the thing: we're gonna cover that December 31st card. It friggin' rules. It's awesome. Everything about it is great. But we got 2 other cards that are happening for Bellator that are really, really good, including this one in like 3 weeks or less than 3 weeks, November 18th, 2 weeks from today, actually, or 13 days from today. Nemkov, Corey Anderson 2 is cool, but Usman Nurmagomedov is fighting Patricky Pitbull for the lightweight title. Khabib could have the lightweight champions of the UFC and Bellator like underneath him. That's friggin' ridiculous. Usman Nurmagomedov might be the best prospect in the sport, and he never gets talked about. Like when we talk about best prospects in the sport, I always even forget about him. But when he fights, I'm like, oh man, this dude is the real. I think he's gonna beat Patricky Pitbull and be the champion, and he might just be the best prospect in the sport. But nobody's talking about this card or this fight. It's crazy.
Hey,
and even the December card with Sabatello and Stotts and all that, like we aren't talking about this stuff.
Who is there another? What other bantamweight fights on that? Oh yeah, freaking Pitbull, not Pitbull, Patchy Mix. Who's he fighting? Who's Patchy fighting?
Magomedov.
Oh,
that's a sick fight too.
That's a sick fight. Hey, Josh Thompson, you need to promote the other Bellator cards because they're really freaking good.
We're gonna promote
the ones that are before.
We are gonna get hyped for December 31st. I promise you that.
Yeah,
but
I know.
It's
That's
December
what annoys me
31st.
so much. It's like, dude, it's like 2 months away. Give me
yeah,
some
it's
time.
coming. We are gonna be jacked up for it. It's gonna be great timing too because the UFC will be done for 2 weeks by the time that card happens. I can't wait for it. But November 18th, that Bellator card is real good. Those 2 title fights are very interesting, especially the co-main event. So,
and I say this a lot, but MMA fans, save a couple $1,000 up, and at some point in your MMA fandom, get on a plane, go to Tokyo, and go see a big MMA show at Saitama. It is such a good experience, and I just wish every MMA fan got to kind of see that and witness it. It's not Pride. It's not as big as the Pride heyday, but it's as close as you're gonna get, and it's an incredibly unique experience, and it's definitely my favorite event of the year. All right,
Thoughts on Jared Gordon's comments about Patty saying he's going to drown him in the octagon? I mean, what's he supposed to say?
What did Gordon's like say? No, he's not. You think he's gonna sit here and let you drown me, Patty?
Well, Jared says he's going to drown him.
Oh.
Why would Jared? Yeah, because Jared's not gonna say, "Oh, Patty's gonna drown me." Yeah, I mean, there's a chance that happens. Jared's a very good top control wrestler. It could happen.
That's how he wins.
Jared's got a gas tank on him too. So I know he got smushed by Grant Dawson, but Grant Dawson's really gigantic. He's really good. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Like this fight?
I mean, I like the fight. Yeah, it's fine. And I like why they're doing it, and I respect why it's happening. And I don't think there's going to be a bunch. I mean, there'll be some trash talk, but I think overall, I think both guys understand what this is. This is, they're going to talk about mental health and really shed a light on that. And that's really important, especially in 2022, the world we're living in. And these two guys are going to get the chance to do it. So they're going to fight. And I'll tell you what, if Paddy Pimblett goes out there and just smashes Jared Gordon, I might have to rethink some things that I've said in terms of how good he might be. I still don't think he's going to fight for a title or be like a top 5 lightweight, but he might be a top 15 guy if he beats a guy like Jared Gordon. So it's a good fight.
It seems to matchup wise, this doesn't seem to be the worst matchup for Paddy. Seems to be, no, it's good. It's good. When is that fight again? When is that?
That's December 10th. That's 283.
283.
Or 282. Yeah, 282. Patty's the favorite right now, minus 165. Jared Gordon plus 140.
Where's that fight at? Vegas.
All
right. When's the Brazil
Molly's? That's January 21st, I believe.
Oh, that's okay. That's the first. Okay, I was like, there's one. Okay, that's the first pay-per-view after the New Year. Got it. Right.
Which, by the way, let me just clear something up real quick because I've seen a lot of people. So, again, these social media accounts, they go crazy. They have a lot of followers, and everyone takes their word as gospel. The Fazeev, Charles Oliveira rumors, it's not true. Charles kind of squashed it on social media, but I reached out, obviously, because when you see that and you see Helwani's name attached to it, which, by the way, he didn't report that fight at all. Of course, we reached out, and they were like, we weren't even offered that fight. So, yeah, not happening. Don't get too excited.
Oh, man, this new Twitter world pretty soon is gonna just suck. I don't know. It's something's gonna have to change because
I gotta practice Instagramming. I've been saying for 2 years, one of my New Year's resolutions was to get better at Instagram. I suck at it. I'm terrible at it.
It's not. There's no getting better. You just post things, and the comment sections on Instagrams are just a cesspool. It's just because there's no you can't have a conversation. There's no threads. It's just stuff. I don't know. It's just stuff. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a big Instagram guy for news. I mean, it's fun to just kind of put what you're eating for dinner and but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be weird. Let's talk about Madsen.
What do we think is Mark Madsen's ceiling in the lightweight division, especially with this high-level Olympic wrestling pedigree? So we have a guy. He's a regular commenter on a lot of things. He's almost a daily heck of a morning guy. Toke Gurdon Jensen comes on. Obviously, he's a Danish gentleman like Mark Madsen. And Mark did an interview with a local outlet out in that area, and he basically said that the UFC pulled him aside and was like, dude, it's cool that you're winning, but you gotta do something. You can't just eke out split decisions against Clay Guida and just barely beat Vince Pichel. You have to go out and win fights definitively. So, and I would say he was supposed to fight Drakkar Klose, which I like that fight too because there's some heat on that one. because of Fight Ready and Drakar's comments about Fight Ready. And, Mark Madsen said he planned on going to like a medical facility to fight Drakar close, like just crazy stuff. And now he's fighting Grant Dawson, who is a much more difficult test. And then it just kind of sucks that Dawson missed weight. It was a short notice fight. Notice. What's a ceiling?
At 38.
I mean, if he wins this fight, he's got to be a ranked guy. So, he could be a top 10 lightweight. It's possible. But I don't know if he wins today. I'm picking Grant Dawson to beat him.
Me too.
So, if he beats Grant, his ceiling's higher than I thought it was. I'll say that.
Who's got a higher ceiling, Marco Madsen or Paddy Pimblett?
Like a fighting ceiling? I mean, it's got to be Paddy at this point, just because
the age. I think the age, yeah.
Yeah, the youthfulness. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not going like who's going to move the needle more, but actual just better fighter.
I think Paddy slightly, because if he beats Jared Gordon, he'll be a long time like top 15-ish kind of guy, and try as he has, Mark Madsen, he's just not quite there yet. But if he beats Grant Dawson, he will be. So, what is the betting line at? Some money coming in on Mark. Grant Dawson, it was higher, I believe, but he minus 205. Come back on Madsen is plus 175. So, they get dropped a little bit. Maybe the weight miss got people questioning
this
Mr.
fight.
Dawson.
This fight could be really grindy and not entertaining. Maybe fun for wrestling aficionados to watch, or it could be they can neutralize each other. It could be a good sloppy brawl. So we'll see.
And that won't be good for Mark because Grant can strike.
No. Oh yeah, if it becomes a brawl, I'd definitely favor Mr. Dawson for sure.
Yep. That's the third most intriguing fight on this card for sure. This is a 3-fight card, and this is one of them.
Yeah, I agree. There's other good fighters on the card, but I think as far as like matchup wise, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's actually like something to fight for in this fight. Like they're fighting probably for a ranking spot. So at least there's some stakes. Most of these other fights don't have really any. Ant Walker, holy shnikes. Just tremendous. Yes, that is a good sleeper pick. It's interesting. It's an interesting fight. I like that one. There's a lot on that UFC Orlando card that I like.
When is the UFC Orlando card?
That is December 3rd.
December 3rd. All right.
That's there's some dudes on it. Taito Ivasa versus Sergey Pavlovich. Mateus Nicolau, Matt Schnell is going to be bananas. RDA, Brian Barberena, Derek Brunson, Jack Hermanson, Tracy Cortez, Amanda Hebos. I mean, there's a lot to like about that card.
Yeah. Man, I'm a big fan of Brian Barberena because, like, I think I'm really into guys who don't look the part in a sense. Like if I saw Barberena just walk into just a gym, any gym, and just walked on the mat, like I'd be like, oh, is this guy's just trying to get in shape his first day? And then he just brutalizes everybody. He's just one of those guys. He just doesn't look the part, like his body, but he can just throw, and he's really high skilled, and he's tough as freaking nails. So I've always been a fan of Barberena ever since I kind of discovered him myself with the I think the Luque fight a few years back, which is still one of my favorite fights ever. It was just like a fight that kind of just like I wasn't expecting anything from it, and then all of a sudden like holy crap, these guys almost killed each other.
Angela Hill's fighting Emily Ducote on that card too.
Oh, that is a good fight too. Oh, I hate that fight. I hate that fight because I really want both of them to win. I think Ducote and Hill need wins or like go good for the division. But yeah, Angela Hill is always fighting other women I want to win too. That's how all her fights are.
JSP, Darren Elkins. The closer it gets, the more I'm getting hyped for McCann Blanchfield. That's a great fight too.
That is a super good fight.
Good fight too.
Yeah.
Again, we're gonna see if Molly McCann's for real. Like if she's for real. If she beats Aaron Blanchfield, she's for real.
You know, at first I didn't understand why the UFC booked this fight, but now I kind of get it because the winner of this fight really can kind of be catapulted in the flyweight division, I think. If McCann wins, then people are going, okay, we believe she is now like a legit 125er, beating basically the best prospect, I think, in the division right now, Aaron Blanchfield. And if Blanchfield wins, she beats an established vet on a giant card at MSG. and all of a sudden, I think she's like 1-2 fights away from serious title contention. So I do like this fight. At first, I was like, "What?" I thought I don't know. At first, I was like, "This is a weird fight," but I get it.
No,
I get
like
it. Yeah, it's very beneficial for the promotion and the division too, not just the fighters themselves.
Yeah, if McCann wins, it's great. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah,
and if Blanchfield wins,
it squashes a lot of doubts that we have maybe about Molly McCann. Yeah.
Yeah, and if Blanchfield wins, like McCann is very popular. She's made a huge name for herself this year, so she gets kind of the rub there. And she's not going to get that over a lot of the other women she could be fighting right now.
Yeah. Hold on.
Still got time. The broadcast just started, so we're good.
Oh.
Probably have at least 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
Plus, we lost a fight, so we might even have more.
Yeah. It's a weird question. I'm just going to put it up here.
Because, I mean, we kind of do because he just keeps fighting and keeps getting brutally knocked out, and it's not good. These promotions that keep bringing him on, it's criminal almost.
It's funny. This ask a question: why doesn't the media cover Bigfoot Silva? Because it's almost negligence on our part if we gave too much attention to that, because that actually rewards the promotion for booking Bigfoot Silva, because they actually get what they wanted. They get coverage for booking a fight that really shouldn't be booked. And I understand Bigfoot Silva. I mean, I don't know if he's saved up money. I don't know what he's gonna do for a day job. I mean, he's a giant person, so I don't know what he's gonna do. I mean, I'm sure he can work security somewhere, be a goalie for. Can he
grapple? Like, what's his grappling like these days? Yeah, can he do some grappling matches?
But like his old manager even went online and said, I tried to make him retire a few fights back, but so I mean, it's just one of those things.
I think this question is kind of trolly, but I think his name's Mockersy. So I think, I mean, that's why. It's just sad.
Yeah.
But then he goes and gets knocked out, and we're like, all right, be done. And then he's booked to fight 3 weeks later. It's just craziness.
Yep.
Someone protect this man from himself.
So people have been asking. Let's just get that out there one more time. If we know do we know the answer to this?
Medical issues to Parisian. That's the broadcast just mentioned it as well. So medical issues. He was in the ER. Yeah, that's where we're at.
Early predictions.
Do you think 281 ends and still, or do you think Pereira pulls off an Islam special and outclasses Izzy?
Islam
special. I don't think he outclasses Izzy.
He's never outclassed Izzy, by the way. He's never he's won fights, but
yeah. Both fights were very close. I actually thought Izzy won the first one, but I'm not like a kickboxing aficionado. But Izzy said, "Hey, listen, go watch the fights and then give your opinion." And I thought Izzy was winning the second one before he got knocked out.
Oh, he definitely was. And he made a mistake. Yeah.
Yeah, he got caught and got knocked out. But that's what makes this fight so interesting. Because Izzy could just punch him in the face for 4.5 rounds, and Pereira could just hit him once, and it's donezo. Oh, man. The way I look at it is pretty much since it's been booked, I've been thinking more exciting Izzy performance, but a clear decision win. But the closer we get to next Saturday, there's a part of me that's just like, man, I feel like Pereira's going to do it. And then I don't know what's going to happen after that. But my pick right now is Adesanya by decision, but I could be terribly wrong.
Oh, I'm pretty confident I have Izzy winning a dominant, but actually pretty boring defensive, technical kickboxing decision, which is how he should have won the first 2 fights, honestly.
I actually think he's going to have to I think if he fights the same way he fought Cannonier, he's going to lose. I think he loses that fight.
Let's see.
He's got to have that defensive savvy, but he has to throw punch. He has to connect, and he has to make Pereira respect him in some way. And I think he did a pretty good job in both those other fights, like both kickboxing fights. Like he was he was pretty aggressive, like more than you've seen in those fights, but he was also defensively sound. So he's got to be able to do both. But I think if he fights the same exact way, where it's just, I'm going to keep the distance and just pick him apart and be a counter striker. Like I don't think he wins that fight. I think you need kind of a middle ground. I think you need a little bit of a middle ground. I can't wait to see it. I really can't wait to see it.
Good. Hey, good job on the UFC for getting people excited about this fight because I wasn't really into it. I mean, to me, it's like two different sports. I think Izzy overall is still a better kickboxer, a much better mixed martial artist. But hey, fight's happening, so we'll see.
I cannot wait. And maybe there's a chance you see my reaction to the fight. I don't know. Maybe there's an announcement forthcoming. We'll see.
Little
tease. Oh God. No, it's not happening. It's not happening December. I'd be stunned if it happens. But the UFC's already pretty much. I think it's like 99.9% not happening December 10th, which means it's probably 99.9% not happening at all. I mean, the longer we've went through this year, the more I was like, this fight ain't happening. Like they're just gonna wait for Francis and just do John versus Francis.
I don't even care about this Stipe fight. I just want to see John Jones versus a body at heavyweight.
Yeah, I hated this idea.
I don't need the Stipe fight. I get you want Stipe maybe so you can put an interim title on the line or whatever. But I just want to see John Jones versus a body. I don't know if it was you or another show, but someone suggested John Jones versus Tai Tuivasa.
On BTL.
Oh, BTL.
I hated this idea, and Brian Campbell suggested, well, let's not do Stipe, let's do Tai Tuivasa.
And I was like,
I would rather see Tai Tuivasa get that fight than Stipe.
I was like, I like that. I like that idea. I like the idea of Tai, because that seems to be
Eric Lewis.
Yeah,
any of those guys.
Yes, because that seems to be a ranked name, and also at the same time for John Jones a kind of a quote unquote tune-up fight to see where he's at heavyweight, and I would love that fight. The Stipe thing, it's like whatever. I'm over it.
Because what if Stipe wins? What if Stipe wins? Then it's just, boy, that just puts a damper on things for a while.
Well, if Stipe wins, then he fights Ngannou, or Ngannou goes off to greener pastures, and Stipe's the interim, becomes, I don't know, world champ. I don't care if Stipe wins. I don't really care. I just don't want to wait for Stipe anymore. That's really my thing. I'm just tired of. He doesn't want to do this.
I think he wants to fight.
That's one thing. He doesn't want to do this. He like, I only want the biggest fights. Well, you're not going to get it at whatever pay you want. Sorry, that's the way the UFC works. I don't know.
And I think he's fine with that. I think he's totally fine with that. He loves. And I'm not saying that because he's like scared of anybody. No, he wants. No. If he's going to fight, he wants it to be worth his while because he's a dad, he's a husband, he's a family man. Now he's a full-time firefighter. He's not just like a part-time dude. He's a full-time firefighter, and he loves that, I'm sure. It's going to take something extra special to get him back. And it's not just the opponent. Everything has to make sense. So who knows if he even fights again? Because it's either Jones or Ngannou. I don't think he's going to consider fighting anybody else. He ain't going to fight Curtis Blades or Tom Aspinall or anything like that. But for a couple of months, I mean, this has been my thing. Like, if they were going to do it, that September card would have been the time, in my opinion. But once the Diaz-Shimaya fight was booked, that kind of crushed that idea. And to me, you might as well just wait 3 more months and do the fight everybody wants to begin with. Francis wants it. Everybody wants it. Now let's just lock Francis up, make him happy, and let's just do this. Let's just do this March 4th or whenever they want. That's it. So no update. I don't think it happens. I'd be stunned.
We stunned that this fight happens, or stunned that John Jones even fights?
Stunned that they booked John Jones versus Stipe.
Okay, yeah.
If they book that fight, Francis is gone. I'll say that. That's how I feel about it at this point. If they book that fight, it's for the undisputed title. It'll be next year, and Francis will have basically told the UFC to go screw.
Cool.
Otherwise, this fight makes no sense.
Would this be exciting for you as a fan? I would freaking love this. I would freaking love this.
It'd be pretty funny. If he just Islammed him for 5 rounds?
Yeah, if he mixed the martial arts and freaking like,
If he wrestled him, wow. That'd be interesting.
Came down, changed labels, double legged him, boom, half guard, arm triangled him, like, woo.
Maybe. Who knows? That's, I mean, again, another aspect
but
of this fight.
but that is the fun part about this fight too. We have zero clue how Pereira is on the ground. Pretty much zero clue. I mean,
he's training with Glover every day, so he's got to be getting better.
He's got to be getting better, but there's.
But it's probably more defensive than anything.
Yeah, but we don't know. We just don't know. I remember when Izzy came this close to when he almost guillotined Kelvin in that fight. I think that's the only time he's really been gone for. Is that the only time he's really gone for a submission in his championship run?
I can't think of another time.
Yeah,
no.
I can't really think. Well, how many times has he been on his back outside of the Jan fight?
If he's been on his back, it's been for like. Didn't Whitaker take him down?
Oh, Vittori got him down a couple of times. Vittori actually got mount on him,
but he got right back. Yeah,
but or he had his back. No. Vittori had Izzy's back, but then he crossed his legs, and then he didn't keep his hips tight, and then Izzy swept him pretty fast. But yeah, I hope this is
We can take another question, and then we'll do our picks. I think the first fight's gonna start. Izzy will shock the world and reveal his Division I Izzy persona to a slow lay-in.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
Can you imagine if Izzy just comes out and like faints? It just does what Khabib did against Conor, like right away. Pereira throws the hook and he just ducks right under. And Pereira's trying his best for like a minute to try to knock him down. Finally, he has to succumb to the wrestling prowess of Israel Adesanya. That'd be crazy. That'd be so crazy.
Tight. Where are we at in the broadcast?
Commercial.
All right. So, but when they come back, they're probably the first fight's probably gonna be starting, or do you know?
I think so. Yeah, they showed both women in the locker room. So.
Oh, okay.
Ramona Pasquale and Tamiris Vidal. So we'll take one more. Will Izzy freeze Pereira like Elsa? God, I hope I don't hear that during the press.
I love that line.
You do?
Because I told him when he said, I've never seen Frozen. I didn't. I was like, what is he talking? I had no idea what he's talking about because I don't watch kids movies. He did a joke that only 12-year-old girls would get. I love that. Unless you have kids and I assume like you watch. I'm assuming just kids and parents have watched Frozen. I don't know any like just person that goes, hey, let's watch Frozen tonight.
He said it multiple times.
I love the commitment to it. It was such a bad line. He committed to it. I love it.
If you're gonna do it, commit to it. Go all in. Okay.
Want to do picks?
Let's go to bonuses. Let's do some bonuses. How's this gonna work?
Bonuses. All right. God, we didn't even talk. We didn't talk about the main event at all. We've been going for almost 45 minutes. No main event talk. I feel bad because I actually really enjoy watching Marina Rodriguez fight, and I think Amanda Lemos could be like a beast. She just had maybe she's getting better. She ran into Andrade, arm triangle her standing, which is more a mistake on her part, but that's how it happens. But I mean,
so is that your fight of the night?
No. Oh man, if I'm going positive, Marina Rodriguez, Amanda Lemos is gonna freaking awesome. It's gonna be fight of the year contender. It won't be fight of the year contender. It's gonna be awesome, and Marina Rodriguez will. It'll be fight of the night. I'm going main event fight of the night. I am excited. These ladies want to show everyone why they were the main event.
Okay. I'm going to say they're not going to do a fight of the night on this card. I will go 4 bonuses, and they will go to as follows. Mario Batista, Miranda Maverick, Nurdin Bianca, and Marina Rodriguez with her 4th round finish. So I think that's what we're going to do. Four bonuses. Do you have performance bonuses in mind?
I would give it to Miranda Maverick, but I don't think the UFC is going to reward her because this is a set. What is the line on that fight?
$1 million.
Yeah, $1 million. That's the only reason why she won't get it, I feel.
Minus 740 for Miranda Maverick, plus 540 for Shanna Young.
Yeah, I'm going to go... I'm actually going to go Derek Minner. He's going to get a super cool... he's going to get a super cool submission. He'll get a performance bonus. And
that's a good betting line, Casey. That's a good betting line. He's a plus 200 dog. Let me see what that is if you want to play the ponies. That's a good... Like, if you're going to bet Derek Minner, that's probably how you should do it. Derek Minner by submission... Why am I not seeing this anywhere? All right, continue on, and I'll try to find it.
Yeah, and my other performance bonus will go to...
It's plus 350, by the way.
That's 350. I'm gonna go with Daniel Rodriguez, D-Rod.
Wow.
I think he's gonna be a coming out party. He's gonna finish Mr. Magny in the second round.
All right. It
won't be quite a Shavkat Rukmanov type of dominance, but it'll be very impressive.
All right. Let's do our main card picks. Mark Madsen, Grant Dawson.
Grant Dawson submission. I'm sorry, Grant Dawson decision.
Samesies. Grant Dawson minus 205 favorite. Yes, Grant Dawson by decision is what I'm going with. Next fight. Tagir Ulanbekov versus Nate Maness.
Ulanbekov, dominant decision.
Yeah, same. Derek Bitter, you're going with submission?
You're going submission.
I'm going with Nerdin Biaka with a KO TKO in round 2. I'm going D-Rod by decision against Neil Magny.
D-Rod, second round, TKO.
And then I'm going with Marina Rodriguez, 4th round TKO.
Marina Rodriguez, fight of the year contender, decision.
Well, we'll see. Hey, listen, I will not be upset if that is the case. So, all right, we're done. Vidal is walking to the hallowed octagon. Ramona Pasquale already in there. And we got 11 fights to watch, everybody. And I'm sure there'll be lots of good UFC 281 promotional tools, maybe some promo videos of Izzy wrestling multiple D1 Olympians. How about that? Maybe that's what we'll see. But we'll be back after the main event to talk all about it. So for Casey, I am Mike Heck. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the show, everybody.
Happy birthday, AK.
Yes.